So single displacement reaction is actually, we have one of them is a pure element. So here is copper and zinc, which is the pure element, and then we have the aqueous solution. So we have sulfuric acid here, silver nitrate here. So what they do is this pure element displaces the positive ion from here. So in this case, zinc displaces the hydrogen gas. So hydrogen molecule is displaced and make it zinc sulfate, and then produce the hydrogen gas. Same thing happened in here. So copper, silver nitrate react, when it react, copper displace or replace the silver and make copper nitrate and produce silver. So let's do it. I'm going to show you the zinc and sulfuric acid. So zinc is very shiny. Okay. So I'm going to use sulfuric acid in here in my test tube. First I will put my zinc inside. Okay. I'm going to test with the pop test, which is called pop test. So I will do at the same time, because if I wait, maybe I will not going to show you that there is hydrogen gas produced. So zinc, I'm putting sulfuric acid. I'm going to close the top so that I can reserve my hydrogen gas and I can do the hydrogen gas test. So what the hydrogen gas do is, how can I know? Oxygen gas, when it has the glowing splint, it will ignite. And hydrogen gas, you can hear the pop sound. Okay, so you can see here it's producing bubble, so that means it's producing the hydrogen gas, but I'm not sure. So for make so the next one is coming up, the double replacement reaction. What it happens is two ionic compound, they are exchanging their cation and anion. So here we are doing the demo for silver nitrate and sodium chloride. So silver is a positive ion, nitrate is a negative ion, sodium is the positive ion, chlorine is the negative ion. So what they do is they just replacement. So sodium, it react and making compound with the chlorine, so silver chloride, and this sodium with the nitrate making sodium nitrate. And I'm expecting, so this double replacement reaction is actually, you can find a solid thing, which is, you can say that precipitate solution. So we will going to do is, we need silver nitrate, and the sodium chloride solution. So this is clear, right? Silver nitrate is clear. I'm going to add the sodium chloride. Look, I'm getting a white precipitate. Okay. the white color. It should, if I stay a little bit longer, you can see the precipitate at the bottom of the test tube. It should be a solid, white solid. This white precipitate, it should be silver chloride. Okay, because silver and chlorine, if you see the solubility chart, you can see that silver and chlorine, both ion, silver positive ion and chlorine negative ion, when they attach together, they are not soluble. They're insoluble. We are going to do the another double replacement reaction, which is silver nitrate. I don't have the potassium chromate here, but I can use the sodium chromate, and let's see what happened. So silver nitrate with the sodium chromate, and I'm expecting sodium chromate, it would be precipitate. I can get the solid. Oh yeah, it's not white but red, but I can see the solid thing here. Okay, so the liquid thing, it should be sodium nitrate, and the red participate, it should be silver chromate. Now come to the number 5 is the gel formation. We are going to use the calcium acetate and ethanol. So calcium acetate is actually polar, and ethanol, which is non-polar. Polar and non-polar, when they mix it up, they are not actually soluble. Okay, and what they do is they will mobilize or trap the liquid thing, because you can see both are liquid, right? But they're making a gel, and it should be like a solid thing. They are making it. So let's see. So calcium acetate, and this is ethanol. When I'm trying to pour it, I will mix it up. You can see that. So this is actually not a chemical reaction but physical reaction. So you can see the liquid in here, liquid and also the solid thing. They're making a gel. If I pour more, see, the solid thing, gel. So they trap the liquid thing. So calcium acetate is actually polar. It may soluble in water, but when it comes to the non-polar thing, then they make it gel. It's not soluble. Decomposition reaction is the reverse of the combination reaction. So combination reaction, where two pure element we combined and make it a compound. This is already a compound. We are heating up. So decomposition means we are giving external heat. So we are heating up to break the bond and getting two pure element. So I have here lead 4 oxide. I'm going to burn it. So you can see the lead 4 is dark black. I'm going to heat it up. So here I will produce lead 2 oxide and also oxygen gas, okay? We are going to use the inner cone from the burner. So you can see that in the beginning I had the black color. When I decompose it, the color change, right? So the chemical reaction, this is the properties of the chemical reaction. So the color changes. So this lead 4 oxide also produce the oxygen gas, right? So let's see, it can reignite or no. See, so this produce the oxygen gas. We can see the reignite. See, it's a good one. Now after the reaction, the total color has changed from black to dark red. So I have lead 2 oxide now, and oxygen gas I showed you that oxygen gas is producing because it's reignite.